A 2nd and 1.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play fake. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Murray off play action. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 10, Seahawks nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Slam.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Wilson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defense? There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Seahawks 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Around 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run with Henry. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
14.
55's my guy, 55.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Come to my work. We won.
From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 29, Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 41, Murray goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Fights him off. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And surprisingly, they take a knee.
I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Mike's by four. Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take. The knee.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
First throw now for the backup Trubisky. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Under crunch. 58's Mike. 58.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike 58 right there. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Mike. Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
This one caught by Davis. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give it that ball, defense. Watch that. 58, boys, 58.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Pass incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On third down, Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Let them know, let them know.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The 12-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike spot 4.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready? Mike 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Cardinals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? My power, I think my dog. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us.